Hello everyone, welcome to General Orlando 327 plays Final Fantasy XIII, episode 26. We have just finished getting Vanille's summon and then run all the way back to where we entered Arclight Step in chapter 11. My game capture thing decided to be stupid and not keep the audio commentary when I did this particular episode the last time. So I actually had to backtrack, and I had stupidly overwrote the beginning save file for this episode. So yeah, I had to backtrack all the way back to when I was grinding off camera in Mahabara. So the episode time, the play time is not going to match up to what we have from the end of the last episode. I somehow am actually like about an hour ahead. No, that's not right. That's pretty close. All right, that's fine. I was thinking the end of this episode. We're about right. So we're gonna start mission 1, which is located right where you enter the. I was gonna say the far plane. Wow, Final Fantasy X on my mind for some reason. So right where you enter the Arclight Step, and to get that primer on the on missions and Seath Stones. So this is the first one. For those of you who don't watch my channel regularly and are just here to watch me beat the marks, thank you for watching. No, I don't want to fight those right now. I think... Yeah, this is fine. So well. Thank you for watching. So those of you who are used to my channel and are used to the hour-long episodes that I do weekly, I mentioned in the last episode that I was going over on that episode because I was trying to set it up so that we could just start the missions in this episode. So these episodes might not be exactly an hour in length. They might be give or take. Just because I may decide to cut an episode early if I finished a mission and don't think I'll be able to do the entirety of the next mission in the space of the episode. Wow, that wasn't what I wanted. Backtrack. So this mark is really, really easy. All you have to do is like go around his awareness so that he doesn't see you, and then go in directly from the back, and you can get an easy preemptive strike. In fact, I need to change my paradigms to accommodate for it. There we go. And then you can just take him down really quickly without even bothering to liberate him. There we go.
Well, that wasn't scary at all.
And that's while wasting time with spells that were not against his weakness and physical attacks that he is immune to. So anyway, I may go over or under an hour in these episodes. I imagine I will probably end up averaging about an hour because I'm sure I'll probably overestimate or underestimate the time that it will take to finish a mission many times and go over an hour trying to finish the mission. I don't want to cut these episodes in the middle of a mission. Is the whole point. Because I do want to make it easy for people who don't necessarily watch the series in sequence to know exactly where I'm at, and to be able to watch it just for particular missions. In this first section, the ones that we're doing now, other than like one that we'll do after we finish the events of this chapter, before we go into chapter 12, other than that one battle that we'll do after that, the majority of these won't take up a whole episode, I don't think. Because the ones that we're doing now are designed to be at least capable of doing it this level. or this phase of development. So we're gonna do the first couple of these missions a few times, back to back, just because they're easy to get a fair amount of CP from doing it, and the actual enemy itself is easy. And the secondary rewards for doing these missions, or at least these two, are bombshells, which are good for both crafting and for selling. So it's nice to build them up now, so that when we either want to use them to upgrade stuff or sell them when we don't need them anymore, we'll have a little bit easier time of doing either one. Now that we have the weaknesses, Relentless Assault will be even faster, because then I don't have my extra commando wasting time with Ruin when they can actually cast. Oh, we don't have the weakness. But whatever, it's fine. Still not gonna make much of it. There we go. See, 9-second battle. And for doing both sets of these Gorgonopsids on the way here and back, we get a grand total of about 3,700 CP between the mark itself and the two Gorgonopsid battles on the way. So it's a quick and easy small CP farm while we're doing some other stuff at the same time. Of course, you could always Libra the thing. The mark, if you actually care about bestiary completion, you could just Libra the thing. And get the data that way. But then you miss out on all this wonderful CP. Although, to tell the truth, I'm probably over-leveled at this point, because when I had to redo the portion that I did between getting to Mahabara and coming back here, I probably actually somehow over-leveled, although I still got about the same amount of kill from components. So I don't know if I was just unlucky in my drops, and it took me less time. So, although the first time I did it, I wasn't very focused on what I was doing. I was also watching Death Unites Us play Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy on YouTube, so catching up on some of his series is... What was it doing? Absolutely nothing. Alright. We're going to make one more run at this, and then we'll move on to the second mark. Come on. I was hoping the second group of those would come through so I could just go ahead and kill them in a hurry too, but oh well. Because that's another... what, like double whatever this one is, so... enough. I could have gotten that fight if I'd seen it coming. I was too busy trying to steer clear of this thing. Oh well. Oh, I think I switched back to oh well. No sense in switching paradigms. Kill it almost as quickly this way. Actually, 3 seconds less. Oh, I meant to actually Libra at that time. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Alright, so the second mark, or second mission, if I keep saying marks, it's because I prefer the Final Fantasy XII system of doing things. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age still. So the second mission starts right here where the end of the first mission's mark was. So it is a little bit northwest of where you enter the Arclight Step the first time. If you go... for clarification, I consider where you enter the Arclight Step to be the southern edge of the step because there's no cardinal directions anywhere on here, so you kind of have to make up a north and west. So where Cocoon is the far northeast corner. So then you're going northwest corner, if I can get my directions straight. So then it's there's another path leading off to the south here out of the Arclight Step, and the second mission starting point is basically due north of it and a little bit east. And then the mark itself, wait, did I actually start it? Nope. I probably ought to do that. Set up right, so that's perfect. So then the mark itself is to the west of where that exit off to the second exit to the south is. So we're just gonna go directly there. Don't run into the turtle, it will kill you, probably in one hit. Although before we go to chapter 12, we will be fighting a couple of these. So it is possible we will do it. Really, with none of you wanting to actually attack me. Let's just all run around and, you know, instead of actually attacking our prey. Typical dogs, anyway. There we go. Alright, and then the mark is right here. And again, aggression is just fine for this fight. So what you basically want to do is just target Iridimu.
Wide open.
Ruinga is actually one of your best friends in this battle because it tends to interrupt a lot of attacks better than Blitz does. The irony is that once you get a little bit of monster data built up on it, she'll stop using Ruinga. It's like, really? I mean, I know I could tell her to, but that just takes more time. Alright, so then we're going to backtrack and do this 2 more times. Hit me. Hit me. There we go. A free 4 Gorgonopsid fight. battle's an easy 1760 CP, so anytime I can happen to run into it, I do. At least at this point. Later, I don't care, but at this point, that's still almost half to a third of a node. And close to a half to a fourth of a node.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Oops. I'm on the wrong platform. Wait, where the heck am I? A ways off, apparently. I forget that. It's all because I diverted my course. One thing I don't quite understand about the programming for this game is that why would she use single target attacks and not use Ruinga when she's going to use Ruinga if she uses a blitz? Because Ruinga is going to hit everything everywhere anyway. Like, there's no range on Ruinga. Like, if you're going to use Ruinga, then you use Ruinga. Alright, one more time, then we'll be done with that. The other reason I like doing these battles a couple extra times is because I don't have to switch paradigms. I can just stick with aggression. It may not be the most efficient, but it works.
Target's a target.
Again, for those of you who don't already know this, I don't try to get 5-star ratings on much of anything. Although most of the methods that I use for the missions are adapted from a guide that is supposedly 5-star ratings. So, you know, if you care about such things... What the heck am I doing? I'm way too far north, that's what I'm doing. Alright. So if you care about such things, these should be pretty close to that. They're just adapted for my playstyle. Alright, last time. Let's try to go to the right platform this time.
Easy.
Thank you. Again, do not bothering the past window. funny. It does it if I spam X, but if I try to do it tactically, it doesn't do it. I swear, I don't know what these programmers were thinking sometimes. Most of the time I can figure out what they were at least intending to do, but... Alright. So mission number 3 is also right here, where mission number 2 ends, just to the west of the western exit leading south from where you enter. There's actually another exit leading south further down, I think. I always get some of these paths confused till I actually care, and then I know where I'm going, but nope. Alright, so the third mission starts there, and then we actually have to go all the way past where we found Hope at the beginning of the chapter, in Dallas Media, to a whole new area past beyond that point. So, long walk, and that's why we can't fit more missions into this episode. Besides, we'll do this one and then we'll do the one after it, most likely. I don't think we'll have time to do number 5.
Just another battle.
On our way, though, we're going to collect this treasure sphere. And again, aggression is fine to take out these things. I meant to get a preemptive strike there, but I zigged when I should have zagged. These guys are pretty easy. There we go.
Didn't even break a sweat.
And for that we get a Zephyr Ring, which adds wind resistance, although I don't think I ever actually use it. Yeah, resist wind. I don't think I ever use that. I just collect it so that I have everything. Then we're going to fight another new enemy. And again, aggression is fine. We'll focus on the Armadillon. In this case, it's a Navidon with Lightning and Daniil. And then we will... and once the Gorgonopsids are dead, we will treat it like we do every other scale beast. Okay, Fang, I need you to hurry up and kill that Gorgonopsid.
Time for another approach. Eat this! And so it ends.
Yep. I knew I should have done that in attack sooner, but oh well. Take 2. For real this time. Just trying to give Fang enough time to kill the other Gorgonopsid, but that worked out real well. Why does it have to attack the one with poison on it? Variety. That's what I wanted to target then.
started.
Again, why not use Ringo? Like, they're all right next to each other. Whatever. I just don't care enough to correct it. It's not like it makes a difference in the outcome of the battle at this point, so... There we go. Do I care enough to fight this? Yeah, sure, why not? Except I'm gonna go on Paradigm. Variety is what I need for this one. Hoping to avoid that animation. Oh well. Fine, now I gotta do things the hard way. Did he just miss? I'll take it. Probably coming. Didn't even kill Days. Oh well. Not that the Neil's gonna bother to try to keep it dazed or anything. It's the downside to trying to use that strategy on members of the party. Oh, that's okay, because we got this. There we go.
That's how it's done.
Alright, then we take this path out of... path, thank you. Shadow's throwing me off. Out of Arclight Step, back into Valis Media. Good. Wanted to make sure I actually took the mission. Thought I did, but that would have been terribly ironic. Just don't accidentally try to pick up another mission on the way, because then you have to walk all the way back to get your mission back, and then walk all the way here again. The number of times I did that in the early days of playing this game. It's like, oh, there's a mission stone there. Let me get that mission. Maybe it's closer. Hello, I still have to finish this one. And at this point, we have absolutely no need for finesse on the enemies in this area. Earthbound had a thing back in the Super NES days that that if you ran into enemies that were like so weak against you, you would just instantly win the battle. Also, they would, you know, try to run away from you if they knew you were like overpowered. So basically, you'd be getting a back attack, which guaranteed your victory anyway. And they just didn't bother to make you fight the battles. I can't remember if you got items from doing that, though. Not that it really mattered. Anything that low level, you didn't have rare drops. So, unless you accidentally did too much grinding and then was trying to pick up the Sword of Kings. Oh. Ironically, I actually got that on my first playthrough, and I had no idea it was a rare drop. My best friend at the time, who actually owned an SNES, I was just actually borrowing his to play. My best friend at the time said, "I still haven't gotten the Sword of Kings. I've been grinding here for hours." And I said, "Dude, I got it in like the second fight." I'm like, he's like, "What?" Oh, those were the days. So then the next time I played the game, I actually tried to get it. Couldn't get it. I literally was there for probably about maybe like 5 to 10 hours straight. Just trying to get the Sword of Kings to drop. And never dropped. Paradigms. I don't really need any of these. So let's just stick with what I got. Doesn't really matter. Debating whether I wanted to use Smart Bomb or Assassination. I like my Saboteurs, I'll stick with Assassination. person actually wants to get her done. Really, one thing that I don't like about this system is that I really wish they would have made it so that you can easily switch paradigms instead of having to go back into your menu every time. Like, they do it in battle just fine. Why can't I just hit R1 and do the same thing? Do I want that or do I not? I want aggression. Actually, no, I wanted to stay in what I had because there's another Dark Flame. Yeah, not bad.
New strategy.
That's another thing I don't really understand. Why they made it so that it'll still do a basic attack before it launches into that ruin if the target's already launched. Like, there's got to be a check on launch to tell the game that you can't launch it if it's already in the air. So they're already doing that check. It's built into the system somewhere. Why didn't they do that so that when you're fighting something that's staggered, automatically perform that check with a commando before you decide what its auto battle is? Because I could have done, 5. I don't have a 6th slot yet. 5 ruins there instead of an attack and 5 ruins because it's already been launched. And it's not like I did it at the exact same time that Fang was attacking. It should have realized it can't be launched again. Don't bother doing a physical attack. It works, but why bother? Alright, welcome to a new area, the Yashis Massif. We're actually going to spend a lot of time here in 13.2. In fact, we spend more time on the Massif here than we do in Arclight Steppe for the majority of 13.2. Alright, so another new type of imp class monster. These actually have the ability to conjure like the ones in Chapter 10 did. However, they conjure the same type of imps that we fought back on back for that Zephyr ring. So you're not missing anything if you don't let them conjure. It's not like you're gonna miss bestiary completion like you did with the previous ones. In case you care about such things. Alright, so now once we come up here, the mark is that thingy, the dog thing over there past the log. And you can actually get it to do a preemptive strike if you come over here and get it to notice you and let it come charging at you. Come on, closer. There we go. Alright, let it charge at you and then go back around its area. It will eventually go back to where it wanted to be in the first place. And there we go. Nice and easy. Alright, so this time we definitely don't want to walk all the way back to do this again. So we're going to go ahead and just Libra this. I should be in Assassination is what I should be in. Debuff him first. Makes this easy on ourselves. That's really all the debuffs that I need.
Change of plan.
And there we go.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Nice and easy. Gives us a nice platinum bangle as a reward. If you did feel like doing this one over and over again, you would actually get bomb cores, which are very useful components that, again, are used for both upgrading materials and for selling. However, later in the game, we will actually have a spot where we grind for both CP and Gil and Shrouds, and it involves getting whole heaps of bomb cores and selling them, so it's not like you're going to miss anything. But if you're intent on doing a lot of upgrading in this chapter and in the rest of the storyline, I guess you could do that. I still think there are better choices. Alright, so the last mission that we're going to do in this episode is starts right here in Yasha's Massif, right where you come in from the Valis Media. And the reason that it's yellow is because, as this primer tells you, when we finish this one, it's then actually going to turn into a waystone, which is basically like a teleport point from any other waystone. So it's going to be very useful to us. And you can actually see that the mark is down. You have to kind of go down this path off to the side here. And then once you get down here sufficiently, there we go. You can pull up the map again, and then if you go, let's see. Actually, the map doesn't go far enough at this point to show us where the mark is, but it's off to the northeast there, from the direction that the map is pointing right now. Again, there's no cardinal direction, so it's so annoying. But almost got a preemptive strike on that one. So now we have a new type of enemy here, the Triffid. And it's, these aren't too bad. They're actually worse in Final Fantasy XIII too. They're not too bad here. Or at least this type isn't. They're more a nuisance than anything else. The only time that they're really a threat is when they're combined with something else that's a threat. Because that spin attack can do all three of those statuses. D-Shell, D-Protect, and Poison. So, when they're paired with anything that's actually dangerous, you could actually be in trouble if you don't take those out in a hurry. But, alright, and then we're going to go all the way down to this end just to get these esoteric oils. Alright, then we're going to go back the other direction. Right, we're gonna fight our first one of those. If I can do it. Oh wait, it's not that one, it's the next one, that's why. No wonder the angle didn't seem right. What do we want to set up in? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, get over here so I can get this sphere, please. Fight me. Thank you. These are probably the nastiest thing that we will fight until further along the storyline of this chapter. But the nice thing is that they are. Actually, let me look for this. They are not immune to fog or pain, so then they do that attack, which is really annoying. That attack can do really curse, fog, and what's the other one that I want to mention? Oh, I guess it's only curse and fog. I thought there was something else that was good, but I guess not.
Keep a cool head.
Alright. But now we've got fog on it, so we won't be using that attack anymore. Now we just want to try to get pain on it, and then we'll be set to go. We'll just get it staggered. There's pain. Now we got nothing to worry about. No need to heal after you get fog and pain on it. Can't do anything after that.
That's how it's done.
If you're having trouble with them, you might just switch over to Fang as your party leader and spam fog and pain. Actually, spam pain because fog doesn't really matter. If it can't physically attack, then it's, you know, its little spit attack won't do hardly anything to you. I mean, yeah, it may inflict fog, which is a nuisance, but if it can't physically attack, then it's not going to do much damage to you. You don't need to worry about not being able to heal. Good, then we won't use that. The nice thing about flicking fog on it... Oh, there we go. We're golden. The nice thing about inflicting fog on it is that if it doesn't use its spitting attack thing, it won't use Feeding Stoop, which is its ultra powerful physical attack on one target, because it uses that on the ones that are inflicted with the status debuffs that it uses. So, no status debuffs, no Feeding Stoop. No Feeding Stoop, and it's pretty much a toothless enemy. We're going to start with Exploitation. Nice, and we got a Random Strike. I didn't know that was going to happen. I would have planned this differently, but it'll work. Focus on this. Why are you still using physical attacks?
You asked for it. Keep a cool head.
There we go. this.
Time for another approach. Be ready for the next fight.
For some reason I thought I could get Falling in Pain on that, but whatever. Okay, so if you take the left path here and continue on the left path on this side, you can get this treasure sphere for about 1800 gil. There we go. And then once you get up here is where the mark battle is. Oh wait, no, we gotta do this first. So if you have not finished chapter 11 yet and haven't gone to Erba, then you can get this cutscene here.
I won't.
Otherwise, you can't
I know
get the
my
cutscene.
limits, unlike some people.
Completely optional.
Oh, now who's the tough guy? What was that?
A Grand Pulse Fal'Cie. Used to see it flying around all the time.
And they said it had a home. Somewhere near Erba.
So that's good news, right? If we stay on its tail, we should end up in your village. Let's follow it.
Right.
Wait a second. Yeah, that's what I thought. I got turned around because of that cutscene. I'm like, that's not right. You don't come this way. Alright, and here is the Mark battle. And these guys, unlike others of their kinds, are actually a little bit of a challenge. Let's see, we're gonna use... Wait, did I forget to do something? Yeah, that's what I forgot to do. Let's change this to tireless charge. There we go. So what you're going to want to do is toss a Libroscope on these. And then just take them down as quickly as you can because they are pretty nasty casters with the Aga spells at their disposal. And they also can conjure the last mark that we fought, Ugalu. Yeah. So if you see one trying to conjure, you should probably try to kill that one as quickly as possible. There it is. Yeah, we're not going to kill that fast enough. So it's going to get the Ugalu on the field too, but which means you're basically guaranteed not to get a 5-star rating in this fight if they manage to do that.
Time for another approach.
Kind of what harder I would have used variety.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Here we go!
See how much harder this guy is when you don't get a preemptive strike on him? I mean, he's still not tough. Not for our levels anyway, but he's much more of a pain.
Change of plan.
Finish this.
Just another battle.
Alright, and we get the pearl necklace, which protects against imperil, which is another accessory I don't think I ever use. It's only a 30% protection against the... oh, don't forget to get that treasure chest there for the 2 nuggets of millerite, which are very useful components for crafting. Any of the resist status accessories I very rarely use because they're only 30%, and then if you add another one on, it adds 30% of what you already have instead of just stacking 30%. So it's 30%, and then what's 30% of 30%? Whatever 30% of 30% is, 40-ish total. So the first one does its straight up value. Anything else after that is extremely diminishing returns. Alright, and that is going to do it for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and level up all of our characters. Actually, let me show you the Crystarium real quick so you can see where I am with my development, since I don't think I did that at the beginning of the video. So everybody has at least 2 rolls that they've gotten their roll level on, which is actually higher than I did at the end of my last episode. So if you're following along the series, it's not quite the same place, but it's very close. So with this, I should be able to get the last roll level for everybody, and then just start filling in the abilities that we skipped, and then the stat boosts. So that's where I'm at, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera because you don't really feel like watching that for the next minute or whatever. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful to you if you were just looking for mission information. If you liked this video, or if it was useful to you, hit that like button, and remember to share it with your friends. And if you are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I do bonus content on the weekends that is sometimes related to Final Fantasy XIII and sometimes not, that you might be interested in. And you can check out my other series as well. I run this series on Friday, and then I run Tales of Grace's F on, let me think, which day am I doing that? Mondays, and Kingdom Hearts on Wednesdays. So, thank you all for watching again. Have a great